everyone. I thought today we would we'd do a lovely family craft where everyone can get involved and we can do a bit of recycling and reuse our old Christmas cards. Smithy's come to help us. She's feeling very, very festive, aren't you, Smithy, with your little reindeer horns, your little antlers on. Yeah, so this is what you need. You need your old Christmas cards. You need a plain piece of card and you need some ribbon and some glue. Actually, you'll need a Pritt stick. You can't eat that, Smithy, that's a Pritt stick. And I'm just using a glass to draw around, and you'll need some scissors as well. So the first thing you need to do is make a template. Now we're going to be using the diameter of this glass is 3 inches, so I'm going to make quite a big bauble, Christmas bauble out of cards. If you want to make it smaller to hang on your Christmas tree, a smaller bauble, you'll have to use a smaller glass, perhaps 1.5 or 2 inch diameter from side to side. So what I've done is, on a plain piece of card, I've drawn round my glass, okay, and I have cut that out. Okay, I've just done a snip across and I've cut that out, and this is like this is going to be a template. So with this piece of card, I need to fold it in half. You just got to take your time doing this, and then fold it into thirds, which is a bit tricky. And you need to just make sure you've got the right size before you really make it, before you really crease it, if you know what I mean. Okay, just make those creases a bit sharper. And then when you unfold it, you'll have sort of a wheel shape. Okay, just grab a pen. I've got my pen. Okay, so you want to mark off one and not mark off the second one. Mark off the next one, not the next one, and the next one. Okay, and that's what we're going to use now as our template. Okay, so you can get rid of that bit, but this is the bit we're now interested in. Okay, so once you've made your template, then the fun begins, because you need to cut out 20 discs. Okay, using your glass and a pen, you need to choose what cards you're going to draw around, what sort of colour scheme you might like, or perhaps don't go for a colour scheme and just go for any cards. So I'm going to go for red and white. I'm just going to draw around this one. I'm going to cut this out. So this bit takes a little bit of time and a little bit of patience, but you want to try to get these 20 circles as accurate as possible with your cutting out as well. Like I said, it'll be good fun if the whole family gets involved with this. Could take you a whole afternoon really. All of you cutting and drawing and getting your 20 discs. Okay, so that's the next little stage. Okay, so I have cut out 20 discs, 20 cards. I've kind of gone for a red and white theme. What you need to now do is go back to your template. Okay, put your card in your template, and with a ruler go from line to line and fold it. And keep that down. Line to line and fold it against your ruler. And hold that down. And line to line. Oops, I'm going to turn my ruler around so it's got a nicer edge to it. And fold it up to your ruler. Okay, so then make sure they're nicely creased, and then you get a little triangle in the middle of each circle. Okay, so you need to do that with each one of your 20. Okay, so once you've got all your 20 folded into triangles, you need to create 5 into a circle. So that will be point to point to point. You need 10 making a straight line. So you alternate these so that you've got the point one end, you've got the point here and the base of a curve. Then you've got the point here and the base of a curve. So you get a straight line of 10, and then the other 5 you want making the circle again. And now it's just lots of sticking together. But when you're sticking these together, stick them all together, but don't do the last join, if you know what I mean. So leave it open, leave this one little bit open, because we're going to put a ribbon in there that you can hang it from. Okay, so if I just do a bit of sticking, I'll show you what we're going to do on this one. This is you're just gonna have to take your time doing this. You stick one side, stick the other side, and just hold it together. Okay, and then I'm going to stick here, and hold it together to make this circle, but don't stick the last bit. Okay, happy sticking. Okay, so after quite a bit of gluing, we have got, this is going to be the bottom of the bauble, these 5 attached apart from this last little flap. Okay, these 5, which are going to be the top, are all glued apart from that little join there, and these 10 have been glued, and they're going to go around the middle of our bauble. Okay, so this is going to be the bottom of our bauble like this, and we're going to have a little bit of ribbon hanging underneath it, which would be quite nice. So I've just got some silver ribbon. I'm just going to do a couple of knots here, and then we'll put the knot underneath the bauble so that it stops the bauble falling off. So you put that bit inside, because this is going to be the underneath of the, yep, so the knot's there, and we just need to glue this last bit together. Just hold that. Okay, so that's going to be the underneath of your bauble. Okay. Right, the next thing we need to do is the middle section. So I'm now going to glue this together. I'll do this now. And then what I'm now going to do is glue these lower flaps and put some glue around here. Make sure the ribbon, okay, is fed through that, and then glue that together. Okay, it's a little bit fiddly, but that's the next bit I'm going to do. Okay, so this is the bauble then so far. Okay, the ribbon is still coming up the middle. The middle is now glued onto the base. And then what we need to do next is, because this is the top, we still want the ribbon to come up out of the top, because that's going to hang your bauble up. So thread that so it's still coming up the centre of it, and then glue those last two flaps together for the top, which I'm going to do now. So I'm going to glue this one. And this one. And put those together. Hold that for a second. Okay, and what I'm now going to do is glue each of these flaps, okay, and each of these ones, and in effect put the lid on, okay, and then your ribbon is still coming out of the top, so we'll sort that out in a minute. Okay, so last bit of gluing, putting the top on. Okay, so that's our Christmas bauble. The ribbon is coming out of the top of it. This is a pretty big bauble because we used the 3-inch diameter glass. Okay, we're going to hang this in our front window, so we wanted to do a big one and to show you how to make it. But if you wanted to make this as a smaller little bauble for your Christmas tree, you'd need to use a 1.5 or a 2-inch, show you the pictures around here, 2-inch bauble. So you just need to think now. I might curl this bottom bit, well that might look okay like it is, but you can always curl the bottom ribbon and decide how long you want your hanging ribbon to be. So I'm just going to trim that off. Smithy's come to see the final result of our bauble. Smithy, what do you think of it? I think she likes it. So have fun making your Christmas baubles and get recycling those old Christmas cards. Have fun. It's bye from me, bye from Smithy. See you soon.